Oh, well, they left. Hey, everybody. Hey, y'all doing? This is Gail Turner Brown, and it's Cyber Monday. How you guys doing? This is Gail Turner Brown, your co-host from the Monetize You Show. This is the Cyber Monday special edition, and I hope you guys have been having a blast. I hope you've sold a ton of your products and your services, as well as I'm hoping you have supported someone else that's in business, a small business, an independent business person, or just an independent company. And because that's what this is all about. And so like I said, this is our special Cyber Monday edition. We have some things to share with you guys. We've got some deals that we want to share, but we also want to hear about your deals. Do you have anything? Let us know. So before we get into it, as always, I want to bring on my illustrious co-host, Mr. R.L. Chance. Come on down.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. How are you doing? Happy Cyber Monday. I hope that you're having an awesome day today. Listen, guys and gals, check this out. Today is special for many reasons. Friday, give you a little backdrop. On Friday, we had in this United States of America an awesome record that has been set. Now, again, we shared with you before. It's also in my book, Monetize Your Skills. The power of the internet and what we see happening. The trend is online sales is really dominating retail sales. So this past Friday, Black Friday sales for the last few years have been going like this. But there was a serious record set, $5 billion worth of sales happening because of you and I. Now, this is amazing. We were the ones that went out there and shopped. Many of you probably even, was shopping in your, whatever, however you were dressed. But we know that this opportunity is so amazing. And I'm like, wow, did you get your piece of that pie? Did you actually get something out of that? So that's what we're telling you guys is that, if you missed it this year, please, you got to prepare next year. And we're going to help you do just that because we're going to offer some things today. Gail and I, the Monetize You Show, and Curtis, our media producer in the background, we're going to be able to help you guys because we want you to make sure that next year you are not caught off guard. Even we ourselves were caught off guard in several respects. But here's the thing. This opportunity, again, my name is Chance. Make sure you like, share, comment. I'm a U.S. Navy veteran, #1 best-selling author of 7 different books, but also this year, my newest book, Monetize Your Skills. That's why we call this show the Monetize You Show, because we really believe this is what we stand for. If you don't know us, this is what we stand for. We stand for helping you, regular, average Joes and Janes, men and women who have gifts and expertise and want to be able to monetize it in creative ways. There's some of you, you're on a job, you might be tired of your job, you might be broke, you might be in a situation where you have debt, student loan, mortgages, and it's all killing you. But you know in your heart of hearts that the job that you are at right now cannot sustain or keep you going indefinitely. Matter of fact, you probably want to jump ship, but you don't know how. Or you probably are a new business owner, or you have just started. You might be a newbie when it comes to online business or any other form of business. But this is why this show exists. This show, Gail and I and our expert guests that we bring on from week to week every Tuesday, we are here to empower you and equip you with the tools that you need to be able to make it out there to be successful. But we're going to even do something better as we share with you what we have to offer today and the things that are coming down the pike in 2018. So again, just like, comment, and share. I'll turn it back over to Gail as we start sharing with you some of the things that we got going on for Cyber Monday. I hope you are ready for some deals. I hope you're ready for some steals. I hope you're ready to actually win in 2017 as we turn over a new leaf looking towards 2018. So with that, Gail, I turn it back to you.
All right. So I am wanting to make sure that first of all, I acknowledge the folks over in Periscope land. Hi, everybody over in Periscope. I hope you guys are listening up. One of the things Chan said is so true. We know this comes up. This is really funny because this happens all the time anyway. December 25th comes every year. Okay, we all know that Cyber Monday and Black Friday and all that's every year. It doesn't change. But what happens is you're not thinking about it, then all of a sudden you're working, and all of a sudden it's here, and you get caught off guard. And so he and I and Curtis, we were having that discussion because it just crept up, and as Chance mentioned, my goodness, it has exploded. First of all, the world is now dominated by Amazon. So if you don't do anything else, at least become an Amazon affiliate because people are shopping there. So you might as well get a piece of their pie, okay? Because they got plenty of pie to go around. Because if you think about it, they don't own anything. They own y'all stuff. There are people on there that are getting products and opening up Amazon shops and stores. So, I mean, it is a genius model if you think about it, because they're not necessarily the ones that's creating it. They're creating it from others. So that is one business model that they are allowing other people, regular people. Chan says Joe's and James. I say Tyrone and Shirley. Okay, that's who they offering an opportunity to get a piece of that, and without you having to do anything, you don't have to carry nothing, you don't have to do anything. You can just get a piece of it. And so that is just one of the ideas or the things that one should think about. And if you're already online, if you're already doing business, man, you really need to prepare and step it up because people are shopping. They are really shopping online. And and Chance and company, they laugh at me all the time because I've gotten to a point where I barely leave my house, especially if I'm going to talk about shopping. I don't shop outside. And so, that is the trend. That's where it's going. And now you can position yourself to have a piece of it. And now, so the part of it that, hey, whoever that is over on Periscope, I missed when you went through. If you put your name back in there, I'll get to say hello to you. So this is what we want to know. So a couple of things. One is, yeah, if you have a deal, if you've got something that you were offering, put that in the chat, and we'll let everybody else know that that's what you're offering. Okay, we only have the rest of the day unless you plan to extend it. So put that in the chat. Let us know if you have a special offer, if you've got something, a great deal for people. Let us know that, and we can acknowledge you and let other people know. And it's being recorded, so it'll be here forever and forever. So that's one thing. The other thing is, Chance and I talked about this yesterday. One really small part, but it's huge in terms of business, is that if you are doing any kind of business even if you're offline, doesn't have to be online and offline. One area that it is imperative for you to participate in is the land of video, the industry of video. And it comes in many shapes and forms and fashions. Whether you start a YouTube channel, whether you are live streaming, like we're doing now, you may be on Periscope, you may become an Instagram king or queen, whatever the case may be, some kind of way you need to be doing video. There are people right now who are excelling in creating webinars. I know you've been on them. We all have. And so that's one of the ways that they're getting their product in front of people. Again, I don't care what industry you're in. I was going through YouTube over the past couple of days, and I was surprised to see how many lawyers, how many attorneys that were sharing their information on the YouTube. Then I found, oh my God, I found some chiropractors. They were actually, they had their patients in their office, And I could hear this one guy literally screaming. He was screaming because he was adjusting his back. But the chiropractor was sharing, this is how you can tell, you know, that you're offline, and this is how you can tell what happens to your spine. I mean, anything that you ever want to know, you can learn from YouTube. And so if you have something that you can teach, if you have a product that you want to review and share with other people, you can do that. You should be doing that, and you can monetize that as well. So don't sleep on it. The opportunities are endless of how you can use and structure video. And platforms such as YouTube, such as Google, such as Facebook, they love video. And so when you're trying to get traffic to your site, if you're trying to get your boost up your rankings, if you have a video or multiple videos on your platforms, that helps all that. Okay, Google they give you lots of love when you have a video. And so you really want to get into that. Now, the other thing that we did when we talked yesterday is that there are a lot of people that say, man, I don't know. I'm scared to get on camera. I don't know about what kind of technology I need. What kind of equipment do I need? And as we mentioned, we got you covered, because from understanding what type of equipment, which really is just you can use a camcorder, and which most people are going to have. And if you don't, you have your phone. That really in the beginning is good enough. So you can just have something as simple as that to then doing a full-blown show the way we do. But the way you can do it the way we do is that you get the help the way we do. So as Chance mentioned, we got Mr. Curtis Brooks from Curtis Brooks Media Production. He produces not only our show, but he produces other shows as well. You may have seen Dr. Tachi Egwu, who comes on every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. She does a media scope. So he produces that show as well. And it makes it so much easier when all you need to do is to gather up your content, and you've got someone else behind the scene who is dealing with all the tech stuff. If something happens and it crashes, he got to worry about it, not us. You know, I mean, but he's the guy behind the scenes that has the expertise and the knowledge of how to do it. If you are one of those people that say, well, I don't want anybody to do it, I want to do it myself, but I don't know how, we got you, because he can help train you, he can help teach you, he can help coach you in doing that too. And so you don't have to worry about the tech part. We've got that down. The only part is your content. That's what comes up next. And so once again, though, some people are saying, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do it. I don't know if I know how to do anything. Well, we got you. You know, Chance just mentioned he is a best-selling author. Monetize Your Skills. You can get his book, and within there, it's gonna help lay out. These are the different things that you already know. You already have really what it takes. Believe me, if you are of any age, you have what it takes. And actually, I just thought about something. Let me tell you this. There's a friend of mine he's written a book, but it wasn't about what he knew, it was about what he was doing. So he has taken a journey. You may have seen him. His name is Chris Shrub. He has taken a journey where in all 50 states, he's gone to all 50 states, and he live streamed. And he took that journey. He's met all kinds of people. And so every time he would go into another state, he would live stream it. He would let you see and talk to the people, all of that. He documented it all. Did I say that right? Yeah, documented it. Did I say that right? I think that's the way you say that. Okay. He documented it, and as a result, he turned it into a book, and he is speaking all over the place. It's amazing. Every time I see him, he's in a different location. And now he's doing one that's called All 50 States Wine. So he's going to all 50 states sampling their wine. You know, so it's really you can do anything. You can create out of whatever your passion is. And that's what Monetize Your Skills is all about. Taking what you have, what you already know how to do, what you're passionate about, maybe even what you want to learn, and taking that and turning it into a business, turning it into a revenue generator. So that's what we've got. And then the last piece of that, and because I'm trying to give you like a broad spectrum of what kinds of things that we cover. After you've done that, after you got your book out, guess what? You need to go on the book tour. You know, you need to get known. You want people to see you. That's how they do it. So as you've probably been watching lately, there are a number of politicians or ex-politicians that have written books, and now you see them all over TV. Well, guess what? We've got virtual TV. We've got podcasters and radio shows and other live stream broadcasters. They want to interview you. And you need them to be interviewing you so you can help get your word out. And so, as I said, if you say, well, I don't know anybody, we got you. Okay. That's where I can help you. Okay. We've developed courses in each of these segments to be able to help you get what you need, and so that you don't have any excuse. We have taken away all of your excuses as to what may be stopping you. So, like I said, I wanted to give you the big picture of where the various areas that we can assist you. And so I'm going to bring Mr. Chance back in, and we're going to continue this conversation.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you give them a wonderful breakdown there. But check this out. There are several of you here on Facebook Live joining us today. We want to give a shout out to Nettie, to Vanity. Listen, I just posted something there. If you are in business, let us know what type of business you're in. What's your business? Or if you are thinking of a side hustle, something to do on the side, or you just in the beginning phases, just come on, let us know. Just type it in our chat there on Facebook, and so we can interact with you. Also, if you have a product or service, if you wanted, Gail talk about writing books, or if you wanted to get on video, any of those things, let us know so we can touch base with you. If you have any question also, feel free to chime in. Okay, so we have some time here today, so we are not in a regular rush from our Tuesday show. By the way, join us tomorrow. We're still going to be live here tomorrow at 2:00 for our regular scheduled program, the Monetize You Show every Tuesday. Okay, so let me just check a little bit here, Gail, see if anyone is commenting on Facebook, because I would like to address your personal concern or your challenges or whatever you're trying to do with your business, right? So please let me know. Put in there, because we want to help you. Sometimes we make it complicated, so we are here to take out the mystery out of doing things, especially as it pertains to online. So let me share with you again. When we started out, we talked about Black Friday, for example, had $5 billion in sales, right? And that's all online. We're talking about all online sales now. Not only that, but Gail mentioned Amazon. So do you know, we know already that Jeff Bezos was, pretty much he's one of the top richest person in the world. But because of Friday now, Gail, check this out. He is now sitting on $100 million net worth.
Come on now. All right.
100 billion. Did I say million or billion? With a B, okay? Billion. I hope I said that one. But if I didn't, make sure we get it right for the record. He's now sitting on $100 billion. And so that is amazing. That is amazing. That is happening in every industry. The e-learning industry, where people now are learning online, right? Actually, my good friend Curtis shared with me a wonderful video this morning, and soon we want to do something on that to share with you and show you again how different industries are incorporating videos and online marketing into their new paradigm. But the e-learning industry actually is now over $125 billion, and it's only again going up this way, right? That's all that's doing. Yeah, we have, for example, you think about it, places now like MIT and Harvard. Harvard has one course that they offer free online. Over 100,000 people are registered in that. Do you think those
Wow.
100,000 people can fit on Harvard's campus? Right? Not only that, but you remember Lynda.com was a one of the forward movers in this space of online learning, e-learning, mobile technology learning, those type of things. And LinkedIn bought them out. Why would LinkedIn buy a company if it was not the next trend? You know, for example, you guys know, for example, Facebook bought out Instagram. Well, why would it do that if Instagram was not a mover and shaker or making a difference, right?
Right.
They even now, I heard they bought WhatsApp. I haven't confirmed that, but that's what I've heard. You know, WhatsApp is another app that, you know, we can call for free and do things. I was just in Ghana, Africa, right? But hey, I was able to stay in touch for free on WhatsApp, right? So that's the kind of stuff. But why would Facebook buy them out if it was not the next trend or it was not something that is the new technology, the new way of earning a living? So we have moved now. We are shifting, and the opportunity. You know, I feel it for our people. This is one of the problems, especially for authors, speakers, coaches, those who are mompreneurs, those who are stay-at-home moms, retirees, even military veterans like myself. You know why I feel it? Because it seems like we are always in the back catching up, right? And you miss out on these trends. Look right now, Bitcoins, right? Bitcoins now is what? Is almost $8,500 in
No,
valuation, right?
it's
So
nine.
it's hard to get in. It's
It's
higher, right? And it's
9,000.
climbing every day. As a matter of fact, I just got a
Yeah.
text. I just got a text a second ago. Let's see here. A friend of mine actually texted me this morning, and she was asking me, you know, if I think that Bitcoin is a good investment. She wanted to get into Bitcoin investment. And of course, I responded. I said, hey, you know what? Let me read you. It's no doubt a hot trend, but do your homework first because the entry point is now high. And the expert in this now, I recommended Dr. Boyce Watkins because he's an expert in that. And he's teaching a lot of people right now on cryptocurrency.
Right.
So if that's something you want to get into, you know, we're talking about Cyber Monday D's. He does have Cyber Monday D's as well. So you can check out the Black Business School. We don't mind giving Dr. Boyce Watkins a shout out. Hopefully he watches this video and he reciprocates. Doc. So anyhow, but I would like you to know, but seriously, if you are into Bitcoins is the next trend, but many people missed the opportunity, which is still here, but now it comes at a higher price.
Right.
So that's the thing where, for example, you have back in the day where, you know, we went into the agricultural era. Then afterwards, the industrial revolution came and many people were still kind of dealing with the farms and so forth. And they missed out on the industrial revolution or they had to catch up late. But then people not noticing that we have now shifted from even that. We are now in the information age, the knowledge age, the technological age of technology changing in months now, not even days and weeks. And this is why online education will beat education that is on a campus every time. The same way Amazon is beating retail sales and the same way that internet sales in general is beating physical sales. You will always have some, don't get me wrong. I think you're going to always have some of those things because some people will always need, you know, the personal touch. But even if you have a brick and mortar business, you must today in this day and age, you cannot ignore the online. So you must have a hybrid at a minimum. So the mover and shaker, if we are smart, I would just say, go all out, go mobile, go internet. But if you want to stay in your regular trend, I would say, listen, you must at least therefore have a hybrid model. You can't be successful in the long term by simply remaining only brick and mortar. So the same thing with academics. The institutions today, they are still in their old traditional models, that is 1900 models, and they don't realize that people are learning faster and people want to learn with variety. Ain't nobody want to sit down like some of the kids be saying today. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody want to sit down in a classroom all day long and just listen to somebody when they can consume that information while they're driving, while they're at home, while they're sipping, on something at home. That's the way we are living today. But here's the thing, though. If you know that and if I know that, why don't we grab the opportunity? Because here's the thing. If the big education institutions start jumping on the bandwagon fast, it's going to make it more difficult for you and I, the little man and the little woman, to actually get on the board. So guess what? You want to position yourself ahead of the curve. So when everybody started coming to that curve, it's kind of like if you are the gas station that moves on a block and you get a particular corner, man, and if you're the first there, hey, you now have a position where, hey, you know what? Everybody else that comes up around you, unless they offer better services, of course, but once you're there early, you can catch the trend. Because again, if you had invested in Bitcoins in 2010, right? Let's just say a few $100s, even a few $1,000s, you would have been a multi-millionaire today.
Right.
In just 7 years, right? So that's what I'm saying. I'm not worried about you guys. Listen, I see the trends and I have positioned myself. Let me tell you, like I said, I have both. You know what I mean? I have the traditional education, but let me tell you, what I do know is this. What I've learned from online and what I learned from the technological way of learning is way better and faster than I can ever learn. I don't have to sit down now and listen to professors and so forth. Not only that, but as it pertains to technology, if you go and get a 4-year degree, and this is not a bash, by the way, on traditional education, but this is for you as an entrepreneur, you as a trendsetter, you as someone, a man or woman looking to actually get into opportunities that are right before you, you got to take advantage of this, right? Yeah. So I'm not worried about all of these things that people are saying, you know, whatever, you know, some folks say, well, you just need to go there. Hey, if that's your cup of tea, you go and you do your thing. All I know is this. If you go get a 4-year degree, when you graduate, let's say it's in technology, for example, when you graduate, what you knew, let's say you went to get a 4-year degree in Facebook marketing. Well, first of all, you don't need 4 years to learn Facebook marketing. But by the time that 4 year ends up, anyhow, Facebook would have already changed and gone so far. So your degree is really worthless. So that's the kind of stuff that we said is that you learn video marketing in school and then you come out. Listen, man, we already on some new stuff. A new company has come on the scene. So business people who are learning about entrepreneurship, for example, you think, for example, Uber and all these other things that has come up and disrupted whole entire economies. You think the school can teach you about these things? No. These are young guys, by the way. These are young guys just jumping on the bandwagon and disrupting economies. And they're not necessarily there in the classroom. So what we're saying is, yes, if you want to learn, but learn in the way that is best for you. But why don't you get online and teach classes? That's why I have this book called Monetize Your Skills. I shared with you guys last week that this was actually part of even my own research for a master's degree in project management. But what happened is, when I start seeing, Gail, hundreds of people who are regular people now, this is not no famous people, these are regular people who are monetizing their skills by simply leveraging their knowledge, their expertise, even their experience. Let's say somebody lost weight. That's an experience. You don't need to have a degree to tell people how to lose weight. What you can do now is leverage technology. Put up some videos, for example, on Facebook, explaining your weight loss process and journey. People love going through those experiences. And just tell people what you did. And offer it in a membership site, offer it in a book or courses or whatever, right? So like you said, now I've penned 7 books I've published, 5 back-to-back #1 bestsellers. And this book here is what is changing them all. This now has become my flagship book because this right here is this to me is making the biggest impact, because the reality is, Gail, with this, you can actually change your life, right? This is my situation. Like I said, why am I so confident that this is what you need? Because I'm like you. I bought a whole bunch of courses. You know, you want to learn something online, or you went and bought this from this guru and that guru, and you spend, you know, I've spent, listen, in the last 3 years or so, Gail, shame to say, but I've spent, in the last 3 years, I would say I spent over $25,000 in online courses and online programs and tools. Now, I don't really regret it all. Some I do regret because it's really like, hey, but the reason of the matter is, why would you repeat the mistakes? Why would you repeat the mistakes? So I'm coming here to tell you, as a person even of faith, as a person who have engaged in humanitarian work and so forth, I'm telling you guys, most of what's out there is simply fluff. You do need some training, but let me tell you, here's the best thing. when you can get an online course and the instructor is there to help you.
Right.
Okay. Because that's what I noticed in most of the courses. Most people will take this course, that course, and they never implement. They never do anything with the material, with the information. And so I started adapt. And that's why when you guys hear Gail introduce me, or I introduce myself as an implementation strategist, that's exactly why I decide, because I used to be like a lifestyle coach. But then I'm like, you know what? The reality is you coach people, coach them, tell them, and they're not doing anything. So you know what? I'm going to be an implementation strategist. So I want to help people actually take the actions that will produce the results.
Right.
Some of you are here and you want to go here. Like, for example, if you're an author, well, not an author because many of you are not authors, right? So if you are in business or you contemplate in business, the fastest way to establish credibility and expertise and your authority and market position is writing a book. But here's the thing, like I told you, I've written now 7 books and I've published 5 back-to-back bestsellers. Now, here's the thing. I've also, if you go on my website, you would see I've also helped people in different industries, people in ministry, people who are in education, people who have, I've helped physicians. I've helped different type of people publish their books. So if I give you a course about publishing a book, don't tell me you can't complete. Don't tell me you can't publish a book, because I've done it. I've had these people do it. But the thing that is different is I will actually do it with you or do it for you. Right. That's the new way of leveraging your time and your resources.
Right.
And that's why we are different here at Monetize You Show. We want to now come alongside you with everything that we offer. We want to come alongside you. For those who may not be able to want to invest in the high level stuff, okay, you start with the course, and as you get the results, because we systematically lay things out so that it's easy to follow. Okay, so today, let me check back here, Gail, as you can fill in. Let me go and check Facebook here and see if anyone is commenting. But what I want to do, I'm going to walk you guys through when I get back after Gail shares some more. I'm going to get back here and I'm going to actually share with you how you can go from 0 to 6 figures with your own thing, your own knowledge, your own expertise, your own experiences. I'm going to walk you through this framework that I'm teaching in my own online course. And I'm going to show you how in the next 90 to 100 days, that if you want to work with me, I will personally work with you and help you to get the results that you need. All right. To get the results that you need, whether that be writing a book, creating your own online course, figuring out this whole online thing, setting up your online business, we can do all of that. If you talk about affiliate marketing, I can show you my own stuff. I mastered affiliate marketing. Copywriting, hey, I'm certified in copywriting. Facebook, we certified in Facebook marketing as well. So all of these are things that we have done because we know what is required to help people. The problem is most people don't take action. So we are re-strategizing as we close out this year. We are now going to just simply say, listen, if you work with us, you will just get the course as a pro bono, as gratis, as free. So that instead of going through it all on your own, let us actually take the actions with you and you can watch the course now on your own. It's different. Where in school, you have to go get all the theory and then later on you practice. Here, what we're telling you is we're going to do the practical with you so that way you get the results and then you go read the theory on your own.
Right. Exactly.
Does that make sense? It's different.
Yeah.
You take the actions now, you get the practical experience now, the hands-on, and then in the evening, whenever you're free, you go and watch the videos, you go and read the stuff, and we take the action. So I guarantee you that that is the fastest way of learning. All right, Gail, back to you.
Let me tell you something. There ain't nothing else for me to say. You guys need to just hook up with him. Because I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? It really is kind of fascinating. What happens is you get so entrenched in the doing and the learning. And as Chance was talking, I'm like, that's right. You are certified in that. That's right. We did get the certification in that. So, I mean, you know, we've been doing so much over since we've launched our show. We have really been grinding it out, okay, getting it done, learning what's necessary so that not only do we help us, but the whole idea is for us to be able to put us in a position to help you. And Chance he is the one, because he implements. All you got to do is to give him a concept, give him it was a word he made up. I can't read. It was something with templicate or something. Templatize. Right. Give him a guide. Give him a template, a guidebook, and he has taken it and run off with it. But what's even more important than that, he also is now able to encapsulate it and give it to you in a manner that you can understand and that will allow you to implement as well. So as we said, at the end of it is like no more excuses. It's just done, because aren't you tired? I saw most people know Gary Vee, and he did a rant yesterday. I was scrolling through Twitter. He did a rant, and basically, without the explicatives, I will share with you what he basically said is: anytime when you live your life, start living your life and stop living small. To get out there, it's like if you've always wanted to do fill in the blank, start doing it, or laying the groundwork to do it. And that's a part of what we are talking about, because oftentimes at the end of the day, most of us, yes, we're entrepreneurs because we love creating and we love working with people and everything. But guess what we really also love? Spending time with our family, having time freedom. I mean, goodness gracious, participating in projects that we are passionate about. Right now, there is a chef. He's a famous chef. He came from out of Beverly Hills, but he has several restaurants. I think he has a total of 20 restaurants, and he's got 20 restaurants. He is in DC. He could be anywhere because he's got 20 restaurants. Guess what? He has spent the last 2 months in Puerto Rico because he saw the need that these people weren't getting fed. And so that's where he is. And he developed a team of people, and it has now grown to so many. He's basically recruited a whole bunch of other world-renowned chefs, as well as a ton of volunteers. And he's been there for 2 months, giving the people of Puerto Rico hot food to eat, because they were not getting hot food. They was getting Skittles. That unfortunately, that's what we were giving them. That's what our U.S. government was giving them. They were giving people Skittles to eat. He went down there and he started feeding them real food. And but that is how he was able to set himself up to be able to do what he was passionate about, do humanitarian work, as Chance mentioned, do some things that will really impact. There's a particular point in our life that we go beyond just making money, where we need to be significant. Okay, we need to really be significant in somebody's life, as opposed to we're just generating money to pay the bills. And so there's a point where it kind of crosses over. And usually when people start getting a little bit more mature, they're able to do that, where they really want to look at leaving a legacy as opposed to just leaving money, or leaving bills, which is even worse. And but that's what we're talking about. So if you want to be able to help to speed that process up, then whatever you are dreaming of doing, that allow us to help you make that happen. Now, we had said earlier that, if you've got a dream, if you've got something that you've been wanting to do, if you've got a project that you've been wanting to do, share that with us. Put that in the comments, and let us know. We want to tell people. I noticed a little bit earlier, I'm looking down because I saw something before, because we were asking what deals does someone have, and I thought I saw something that Nettie had posted up, and of course now I can't find it because I'm really looking.
All right. Well, while you're checking it out there, Mr. Brooks has posted on the screen for you guys as I get back on screen soon to talk about monetize your skills. But you guys can start getting a head start going on there. We have an 80% discount running right now. All right. MonetizeYourSkills.com. Here it is right on the screen for those who are viewing. We also want to welcome Leslie on Facebook. Good stuff. We got more people chiming in here. We've been sharing it while Gail is speaking. I was posted in a few groups. So we have more folks jumping on right now. Okay, but Nettie and others, Vanity and so forth, Leslie, go to MonetizeYourSkills.com, MonetizeYourSkills.com. And here is where you will begin your journey with us if you want to start this journey of how we can help you to be able to set up a concrete foundational business to be able to leverage your skills, your own skills, not our stuff. We just give you the tools and everything that you need and the strategies you need, the way we are doing it. And you can even, in the near future, if you go through this stuff, you take the actions with us, you will even be able to partner with us in the sense of we can get you booked. We can, help promote your products and program as well. So that's kind of what we're doing. Did you find Nettie's? I know Nettie was also mentioned and I responded to her, but she was talking about Jeff Bezos is on his way to becoming a
trillionaire. Exactly.
So, yes, he sure is, Nettie. He sure is. And you know why though, Nettie? One of the reasons why, which we overlooked, is because he has a system and a process. And many of us don't. So yeah, we say, oh, because he has Amazon. No, he has a system. Because many people have businesses too, but they don't have a good system and a process. And not only that, but he's able to spot trends and opportunities. And just like we are on here today, look at this, Facebook Live. We're on Facebook Live. Think about that. That's an opportunity. Facebook has opened this stuff free. We never know. It might not be free forever. So what is stopping?
That's the truth. That's right.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, I'm just saying, you know how these folks be. They be testing stuff out and, get this stuff until they can make a case for why it should be paid.
Exactly. And really think about it. For people who are in business, it's paid now, because if you want to get your stuff seen, you got to pay.
Right. Period. Right. You got to pay. You got to pay one way or the other. And by the way, paying is not only in the positive, it's also negative, because you pay daily when you don't do it. Right. So, like the good book says, some people say, well, if I don't sow anything, I'm going to reap nothing. No, man, the good book says you reap the whirlwind. You reap worse than nothing. So it's an important thing that I want to leave with you guys. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Let me talk to one of our sisters, for example. Imagine if you're a sister, right? You're a lady, you're in your 40s. Sometimes once you hit that 30 going on to 40, like life begins to change, right? And,
that ain't the only thing that changed.
Everything, right? Body begins to change, man, and you can't start certain drama, And so, but at this point, though, what I find, though, I mean, many people is like the mid-age crisis is when that's the age roughly when you after 35 going into 40, that's when most people hit what they call the middle-age crisis. Now, Gail, I don't know if you have a definition now. Like I said, I for one, for me, like I said, yes, I'm a full-fledged American now, but I have island roots, right, from the Caribbean. Now, my thing is, though, here's how I define middle-age crisis, all right? Now, if you have something, Gail, we can have a perspective, female perspective, too. But this is how I define middle-age crisis. Middle-age crisis is when you finally wake up one day and you realize you are behind on your dreams, you are behind on your bills, you're working for somebody you don't like, for pay you don't like, in a place you don't like. They tell you when to come and when to go, and you don't like it, and you just feel like you cannot change.
That's right. We're on point. That's right. That's right.
Does that cover a lot of it? Because and here's the thing, and the reason why many people feel like they cannot change is because, okay, well, I have 2 or 3 kids now. I have the student loans. I have home mortgage. I have all kind of debts. I have the cars to pay off and different things. And so you feel stuck and you feel like there's no way out. So I just got to keep on doing this. But that is dangerous for your own health and happiness, and also for your children. Because I'm going to tell you this. I believe personally, because like I said, I've worked in many different arenas. I even do pastoral work. One of the problems I see with parents is this. Many a times they project upon their children their own crushed dreams and hopes.
Yes.
In other words, because they didn't take advantage of the opportunities and they were too scared to make the changes and make the shift because they got into the middle-age crisis rut. Now they're saying, okay, since I miss it, I'm going to make sure my children do it. So in other words, you want to be a doctor. That was your dream. And your kids have their own dreams, but now you're projecting on them, they must become the doctor. They must
Right.
become the lawyer. Nothing wrong with those if that's your children's true dream. But your children have their own dream.
Right.
And they have a right to live their own dream regardless of how you live yours. So why don't you set a better example by saying, you know what? I'm going to step up and I'm going to do something so that my child don't repeat what I did, where they're going to get the middle-age crisis and think there's no opportunity or no way to change. So you can change. And what makes you able to change is when you have a system and a process. See, you went to school to get a good education. Chances are right now you maybe have a bachelor's, a master's degree, even. Maybe you are in middle management, right? You have a position at work, but it's just not fulfilling. You just feel like there's something more. There's a message, there's a mission, there's a deeper vision inside of you that you want to get out to the world. You want to share. Maybe you have a book you want to write. You see everybody teaching courses online and you feel like you can do better. There's nothing worse than seeing someone speak and you feel like you can speak better than them. There's nothing worse than somebody got a book out there and you have more pedigree and you're like, what? If so they can write a book, they wrote a book. You know what? That's why sometimes I get upset too. I'm happy for people. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy for folks, Gail. But when I see sometimes children 11 and 12 years old, Russell Brunson interviewed one young lady the other day, 11 years old. This girl wrote a book and she went door to door and sold it, made $20,000. $20,000 by going door to door with her daddy, selling her own book. Okay. If she came to my door, I'll bless her too, because I would be just so happy and proud.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is you may have a message that you want to put in a book. My friends, go to monetizeyourskills.com. We're going to help you with all of that. Okay. What if you want to teach online? You want to create an online course? Go to Monetize Your Skills. I'll show you how I did my own course. And I actually have webinars in there where we teach people the top 7 ways of monetizing your skills. So in this day and age, really, there are many ways of monetizing your skills. Don't get me wrong. But based on my observation and research and study and practice, there are really 7 key ways. And I'm going to tell them to you. Now, we covered them in show numbers 2 and 3, right? So, by the way, if you go to the monetizeyourshow.zenla.com, we are creating an online school of business and entrepreneurship. And even there, you can go and download the videos right now. Right now, we have a Cyber Monday discount there as well, right? So that is zenla.com. The monetizeyourshow.zenla.com, ZENLER.com. And so when you go there, you can download all of our shows. And right now it's very cheap. It's less than $5. So we're just putting it up in there because we want you to sign up. So that way you will be able now to take the journeys with us as we launch more courses. We're going to be putting courses online. So that's just something for us to say, okay, put a little something there. We want people to sign up who are serious. So, but we also give you an incentive where now you can watch all of the previous shows that we have all in one place. You don't have to go on Facebook trying to find our past shows and they're all over the place, right?
Exactly.
So we put them in one place. This is our online school of business and entrepreneurship. Not your traditional classroom. No way. We're talking about on the ground, deep trenches, current practice stuff. So here we go. The top 7 ways that people can make money, especially utilizing technology, the internet, videos, and so forth. Number 1, you want to set up your own blog, your own website or something like that, right? And again, your website is not a billboard. Gone are the days of those type of things. That's what I'm saying. If you want an example, you can go to, again, the monetizeyourshow.com. You can go to strategicsecrets.com, monetizeyourskills.com to see an example of what are we call today. These are marketing websites, not billboard websites, right? But anyhow, but you do need some kind of a platform where you share your regular content, right? The other thing is, so that's written form, right? Now we have the audio form, which is, again, podcasting. Podcasting, we've shared with you. We had at least 3 shows. I remember bringing on Kimon Hines. We did another one on 3 ways to grow and monetize your podcast. And Gail was talking about that's being one of the strategies of how to also get known faster, in addition to live stream. So you have that podcasting. That's the audio format of getting your message out there. When you write a book, you can produce it in audio form. So writing is one form, which is you have a blog, you have the information, and you also want to write and publish your own book. After you get that, now you look into videos. Videos can take on several formats. Webinars, we have live stream, which is the top right now because you can come actually live at any time. YouTube, Vimeo, Wistia, all of these are different platforms where you can put your videos on there, and videos are needed in even training, in teaching online, right? So there are some six-figure skills that you can actually develop. Another thing is creating a membership site. A membership site is where you put up your content and people pay a fee to be part of it, whether it's a monthly fee or a one-time fee. Again, if you go back in our archives, type in membership sites, and we have done an entire show on that. But we can also teach you in Monetize Your Skills Academy. If you go to monetizeyourskills.com, you will be able to find one of our online courses, and it will teach you the steps that are necessary on how to even blend it all together. By the way, you don't have to keep producing all of these by themselves. We create a whole system. Remember, everything should flow together. That's what Amazon has, a system and a strategy. So Monetize Your Skills Academy will help you to, you can leverage a book, produce a course with it, and we do coaching and consulting. That's another way. A six-figure skill that if you master, you can be able now to make six figures online by utilizing, email marketing, affiliate marketing, which, by the way, is the next way that we have found that people consistently make 6 and 7 figures. So I put them kind of together because they overlap, but they also separate niches or separate skills. But I put them together, email marketing / affiliate marketing. If you know how to do those, which, again, we can teach you all of that. We can help you set up your own email marketing business and your own affiliate marketing business. And by the way, this is another benefit to becoming a member of our online school. Again, it is the monetizeyourshow.zenler.com with a Z, ZENLER.com. Right now, if you go sign up there, you can also you will have the option of becoming an affiliate of all of our courses. That's a plus because now you can also leverage our content upon your own content, and now you're able to be you can monetize and get some commission for that. So we will be offering anywhere from 40-50%. Sometimes we have special discount. You might get even more than that. So, but as it is starting off, we want to make sure that you get a good offer, but we're going to be doing starting 40 and 50%. Imagine if we have a course that is let's say $1,000, and we offer you 50%, you make $500. All you need to do is sell 4 courses and you make $2,000 a month. How is that for paying off your mortgage fast? See, that's the way we want you to think. That's the way we want you to think. All of that can be learned in our course, Monetize Your Skills Academy. Go now, monetizeyourskills.com. Curtis, if you can bring up that picture real quick of the Monetize Your Skills. I want to show them something here. So again, monetizeyourskills.com. Okay, if you look at all of this, this is our entire online course, right? And remember, we told you that there are 7 key ways of monetizing your skills. So we've gone through some of them. The other one is learning 6-figure skill again, like copywriting, right? Copywriting is a skill. This is not regular writing for a book. Copywriting is a masterful skill that you can make 6 figures. And the next one, the last one is which we believe to be the top one. So we're going to actually spend a few months creating something that will blow your mind, because to me, right now, when it comes to being online, my personal take is this: the number one skill of all skills is mastering traffic or doing online marketing. So if you can be an expert in Facebook advertising, YouTube advertising, Instagram, any one of them, I'm telling you, in no time, you can take your business to 6 figures, or you can take somebody else's business to 6 figures. So, okay. So let me do this again. Any questions real quick? As Curtis bring back on the picture, I'm going to let you know. Okay, Leroy says he's nailing that. Appreciate it, Leroy McKenzie, man. Thank you. We try, man. We're trying to get out there. He said he's nailing it. I don't know if you mean me or if you mean
yeah, Leroy.
Either way, I'm going to take the compliment. But Jeff is definitely nailing it, and so are we. I want you, Leslie, and I want you, Leroy, and who else is on there? Nettie, vanity. We want all you guys to be nailing it yourself, because sometimes we look at other people's successes and we don't play our own. The way they're making it, Leroy, we can make it too, brother. So I want to make sure that if you are not in our Monetize Your Skills course, make sure you go right now, bro. MonetizeYourSkills.com, MonetizeYourSkills.com. Right now we are offering a wonderful, this is not going to be happening often. Right now we have an 80% discount that we're running on that program, because we want you to get the information. But for those of you who will upgrade later on to work with us, now that's where the magic happens, because we will actually take you on a 100-day journey to implement everything. It's not just simply getting the information like most courses, right? We've been all disappointed. I've been disappointed too often. And I've seen too many people be disappointed by taking a course, and then, you know, they were excited with the information and it was good. And then all of a sudden they didn't implement and they said the course didn't work. No, it's not the course didn't work. You didn't work. We want to work with you though. We want to work with you, or we want to get it done for you. So those are the two things that makes us different. Today, we help our students and those who work with us. We work with you, or we do it for you. All right. Now, how is that? Imagine like this. You want to do a whole video series or get online, Facebook Live or any kind of live streaming. You got a course on it. You still got to go figure out everything. You got to go buy this mic, buy this video, do all of this stuff. Then you got to go set it up. And then you need to know how to get traffic. And then you need to know. And it's like, that's how people get overwhelmed. So the very thing they wanted is now it's like, oh man, I got to do all of that. I thought it was just going to be this way. So imagine though, a different approach where, yes, you got the information because you want to know what is happening. So I still believe you need to get the information, but wouldn't it be better where, for example, if I wanted to do all my videos, I say, hey, here's Curtis Brooks Media Production. These are what I have. Bam. He does it all for me, or he does it with me. Now, can I get the results faster? Of course I can. Of course I can. My first book took me 5 years to write. And the reason is because I didn't know what I needed to know. But once I got a system and a strategy in place, right now, my fastest record of writing a book is 1 hour. Transition to Civilian Life book, my book for military veterans. That book took me 1 hour to do. Okay. So it is more than possible. I wrote a book for my son, my son's first birthday. That book took me an entire night to do. That was it. So technically, let's say 1 day, right? So because I had a system, I had a process. When it comes to online, I'm not saying this to toot our horns, but the reality is we have the proof. We have the book. We have the online course. We have people that we have brought on this show, and we are doing these things with and for other people. So we know our system and strategy works. So do not let the middle-age crisis be a true crisis. Use that as an opportunity and motivation to say, I'm going to get out of this. So imagine now, if you create, if we help you in the next 100 days to create an online course, right? And you went out there now, let's say your course was $500, and you just go and sell 4 of those courses. That's $2,000 a month. My friends, that's mortgage payment right there, right? What if you do better, but we're just giving you the basic? But imagine you can be making that kind of money. Now, here's the thing. If you follow our 7-step strategy though, and you add the other things to it, you can be doing 6 figures in the next few months. But you have to follow the system and the process that we lay out. Once you have it, then you can master it and build upon it. So we give you that foundation and then just build on it, but it's a solid foundation. Most people right now don't have a solid foundation. They're trying this, they're trying that. But the whole point is you need a system and a process that is proven to work and to bring results. We have studied and mastered this. Over 110 people are doing this, right? Thousands really, but we have studied and mastered and interviewed many of them. So we know what works. Guys and gals, go right now to monetizeyourskills.com/ well, just go monetize your skills. When you're going to see the video there for the / but go right now to monetize your skills. That's where you need to start off. Go to monetizeyourskills.com, monetizeyourskills.com. Send us an email. What are you struggling with? What do you need help with? How can we help you monetize your skills using the online platform, online methodologies? How can we help you? We want to be here. Talk to us. Gail, come on real quick, because I need these folks to really get it. So I'm going to try to chat with some folks right now. But here's the thing. Please send us a message right here. We are Facebook Lives. Many of you are watching. Send us a message. Have you ever thought of monetizing your skills using online methodologies? Whether it be writing a book, producing a course, coaching, consulting, learning marketing, learning advertising. Let us know. Just put something in the stuff right here. Or if you already have a business, what business are you in?
Right.
So make a comment, Gail.
That's the part that I want to know, because we've been talking and sharing for the last hour. And for those of you who may have just been joining us, hello, first of all, thank you for joining us. My name is Gail Turner Brown. I'm a broadcast entrepreneur and the co-host of the Monetize You Show. And we've been sharing for the past hour, giving you the vision of what's happening. We've gone over the fact that just these past 2 days, well, I guess a total of 3 days, starting from Black Friday up until today, because today hasn't finished yet. People are still shopping. The online sales have exploded. They have gone beyond retail sales, and it's just going to continue to go up. And so what we want to know is, are you getting your piece of pie? Okay. This is the one pie that you can eat, and it's okay to gain because you're gaining in your wallet. You're gaining in your bank account. That is, you shouldn't have any problem with gaining weight in your pocketbook. And though online sales, that is where to go. But this is what I want to know. We've been sharing. We want you to share with us. If you have a business already, put a 1 in the comment. Okay. If you've been thinking about it, put a 2 in the comment. So that's what I want to know. If you are in business right now, looking to go to a higher level, put a 1. If you are thinking about going into business, or you're just trying to figure it out, you're trying to think, do I have something to offer? Do I really have a book in me? Do I have a course in me? But you're not really sure, put a 2 in the comment box. We need you to talk to us, because the best way we can know how to help you is we need to know where you are and where you need that help. And that way we can also know what other people to bring to the table. Because let me tell you, and I'm like always super excited for this part right here. Like I said, for those of you who may not know, as Chance mentioned, we produce a show. We could come on. It was once a week. Going forward, it will be twice a week. But during our Tuesday show, that's when Chance and I not only have an opportunity to share what we know, but we bring on experts to share what they know. Man, if you have not caught the show over the past few weeks, we brought on a young man who literally started his Shopify business January 2016. When we brought him on in October, he had already reached $100,000. Actually, it was more than that. I know he was about to break 200,000. He was just about to break 200,000. So he has promised to come back to talk about how you set up a Shopify store. How do you set up? Because it's not only Shopify, there are other stores that's like that, but Shopify is the main one. So how do you actually set up that type of e-commerce business? The other person we brought on, we brought on a Facebook ads expert. And she talked about how she's helped to take her clients from zero to multiple thousands in dollars in sales, because she showed them how to make sure that they were setting up their Facebook ads correctly. And so we've got more and more people like that we are bringing to the forefront. As Chance mentioned, yesterday or 2 days ago now, as we were doing our show for the weekend, when Miss Winnie Anderson, she also came on and talked about how to start your podcast. Podcasting is yet another medium that is exploding. People are listening more and more. They are cutting their cords left and right from the from Comcast and people are still watching Netflix. That's the main thing. But a lot of their cable companies, they have cut the cord. And let's be for real. At this point, Watching the constant news network is depressing. So if you want to learn something, if you want to feel good about something, a podcast is the way to go. But not only is it something for you to consume, it's something for you to create, because people are creating new content every day. You've got something in your head, or a passion that you are something you're passionate about, or a hobby, that you can find other people that will chime in that community, and to have a discussion about it. I have a friend of mine who, now I never heard of stitchery art. To me, I would probably call it embroidery, but she's from Ireland, so maybe that's the difference. I don't know, but she loves stitchery and is really pretty. What she decided to do was start a podcast on it. Now that's a niche of a niche of a niche, but there are tons of people in it. She's getting all kinds of downloads from her podcast that she does every week. So, I mean, it can be something as small as that, or as large as, as Chance said, how to lose weight, how to repair your credit, how to buy Bitcoins, how to get involved with cryptocurrency. Or maybe you just want to interview people in your particular niche or industry too. That's where I come in. That's my part right there. Because over the past, I don't know, about 2 years now, I think it's been, time goes by very quickly. I've gotten into, when I began to come online and look at live streaming, I looked at what did I like to do the most. And I like to talk, and I really like meeting people and connecting with them and understanding what makes them tick. Understanding how do you get from zero, how do you go from concept to achievement? What things triggered that? What successes have you had, but what challenges have you had? What mistakes did you make, and what did you learn? And so I like digging deep into people. I used to tell people all the time, sometimes you can tell what your niche is by what you used to get in trouble for when you were younger. Because I used to literally get in trouble for running my mouth, and because I was asking too many questions. Now I get to do that and build a business as a result. And I've had the pleasure of interviewing some very prominent people. It's been really great. And so again, if you think about it, even using that as a strategy, if you think about people like Larry King, he started out as a radio on radio, and then he was on TV forever. He's a journalist. But what did he do? He interviewed. He has made millions and millions and millions of dollars from interviewing people, from asking them questions. He is not, he's not he's not an expert actor. He's not an actor, but he has interviewed any number of actors, almost everyone that you ever want to know, he's interviewed. Same thing with Oprah. Her main thing initially was she would talk to people. She would get them to convey information that you want to hear. And guess what? She's not a doctor, but she made Dr. Phil and Dr. Oz, very prominent people. Now, from my understanding, they don't actually have doctor degrees either, but you know what I mean. She has helped to elevate and kickstart their career because she became so influential because of her interviews. That really can translate and transition into the online space. You can position yourself as an expert in any industry just from asking questions. Because guess what? Oftentimes people don't get to talk about themselves. They want you to be able to be interested in them. And so when you show real interest, when you show people that what they have is something that the world needs to know, and you're able to help them break it down and to really dive deep, they appreciate it. But not only that, your audience appreciates it. So it becomes a win-win-win for everyone. And before you know it, you're the celebrity because you had this, this person on your show that you did a great interview with. And now that the audience took advantage of that person's book or that person's course or, that person's product, and it really helped them out, and they come back to thank you, and you just did the interview. So those are the kinds of things that you can do to help position yourself, because even your course, all the information that you have in your head and in your heart won't mean anything if you don't get it out, if other people don't know about it. So if nobody knows about you, nobody knows about what you have to offer, it won't matter. And so, one of the ways to get that done is, guess what? You can get on other people's shows. But before you get on someone else's show, you need to know, how do you show up right? What would you do if you got a phone call from the Oprah Winfrey Show saying, hey, I heard something about you and we'd like to come and do an interview with you? Would you be ready? Probably not. And so one of the things that I've learned to do in my interviewing other people is, it's like, how do I help you get set up for the right things? Over the course of the last 2 years, the number of people that I have interviewed, as you're starting to do it, you can tell who sucks and who's really great at it. And so one of the things that I help do is help get you prepared for that interview and help you get prepared so that you can get onto other people's shows. As I mentioned, you go through iTunes, there are thousands upon thousands of podcasters, and they're looking for people like you. What I've also noticed lately is that there are a number of journalists and politicians, when they've left Congress or they've left, their particular job. Guess what they do? They go and they start doing podcasts. And so you can do the same thing. And they're looking for people like you. But before you go on Oprah, you need to know what to do. You need to have built a portfolio of other podcasters that you've been on. Maybe some lesser known podcasters that you help to hone your skill, develop your interviewing skill. Because what I have learned is it is a certain skill that it takes to do that. What do you do when someone asks you something that you're not sure about? What do you do when someone asks you what they call a gotcha question? How do you get it set up? How do you make sure that you're not boring? And then also, how do you make sure that you're not too way over the top, unless that particular podcast is an over the top podcast? So it can work either way. It's like going into a concert knowing that most of the people there are going to be listening to Beethoven, but the next thing you got Jay-Z playing. It doesn't work. You got to make sure that you fit the venue, you fit the style and the way it's supposed to look and feel. You need to make sure that you match up with that you match, your personality matches up, as well as your content matches up. So it's like, who would be a good fit for you? Do you know how to find those people? Do you know what to do once you've conducted your interview? What are you going to do with that content? Do you know that how many ways you can now repurpose it? And so, do you know how to get the host to share their content with their followers? Most of them are on Twitter and on Instagram and on Facebook. And some of them may have tens of thousands or millions of followers. Some of them may only have a few thousand. I will tell you, oftentimes it's better, especially in the beginning, to to be on the shows that only have a few thousand or like you say, like up to like maybe 10,000 people who may have downloaded or are listening, because that host is building up their platform. And in that particular situation, they are more than willing and happy to have you on and to promote you, because you're going to be promoting them. But then when you transition and you level up, how do you get that John Lee Dumas? How do you get on eFire online? Was it I know it's E-Fire. It's the E-Fire podcast with John Lee Dumas. How do you get on Gary Vee? How do you get on some of these very prominent people? How do you get them to pay attention to you? And so those are some of the things that I've been able to accomplish. I've been able to at least accomplish being able to interview them. I have no problem with reaching out to people, but there is a certain way that you need to do it. You can't just come off as give me, will you do this for me? And you're not willing to do for the host. And so it's with everything, it's about building relationships and about reciprocation. I think I said that right. Reciprocation. Yes. It's like, it's always a give and take. And like someone always said to me, that's what money is. It's called currency because it flows. It flows out and in and out. That's how you keep it coming. The more you want to do, then the more you need to do for someone else. There's someone right now that I'm cultivating because I would like for him to come on the show. And I shared with Chance and Curtis, I'm like, I've got to make sure he's paying attention to me. So I do whatever I need to do to help promote him. And so I do, all kinds of things to help promote him, whether it be retweeting, making sure I'm sharing out. Those are the kinds of things that hosts look at when you want to be. So before you approach someone, it's like, as Janet Jackson says, what have you done for me lately? That's what you need to think about. What can I do for them before I ask them to do something for me? And when you get that down, you will have people clamoring to have you come on to their show. That's just how it works. But you need to know, and as Chan said over and over and over again, there is a system through which to do that. From, to making sure that you have a message and you know what that message is and you're clear about that message so that you can know exactly who to go after, who to look at. And then from there, it's, how do I go from thinking about it to connecting with that person to pitching that person to now when it's said and done and you've done a really great interview and you've added value and now you get to monetize that. How do I profit from that? So what I did was we put together a course and put together that system where we take you through all of that. The best part about the entire system, besides taking you from how do you do it to what do you do to how do you do it, all of that, my bonus key to my entire program is that I've literally collected a group of podcasters and radio show and live streamers, live broadcasters like we're doing here. I've put together a list of people who are looking for people. And that is going to be a part of this package. It has their information, who they are, what kind of show they do, the number of downloads that they have, how to connect with them. Here's their Twitter. Here's how to their website. All of the information that is needed for you to connect is there. But you got to know the other part before you can get to before you can get to the end. You got to know how to approach. You got to know all of that. So I do believe that, Mr. Curtis, can you do that one more time? I keep saying things going woo doo doo like that. I think that's there. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So that's where you can go to pick this up. And let's go. We really want to make sure that you've got what you need to get started. So when you have your book, as you go through Chance's course and get his book, and now you're on that next step where you need to now promote your book and go out on a book tour, on a virtual book tour. And in our world, a book tour means podcasts and even blogging interviews. There are people who interview you for your blog, all of that. And so That's what you want to be able to do. And then we can continue to take it up. It is really exciting as I was listening to Chance, because once again, once you've done all that, it's like the sky is the limit, because then you can take that your book and all of that information that you've put out there and turn it into a course and a class and a coaching system and get speaker engagements. That's the other thing that I've learned, that a number of people, when you get your book out there, then next thing you know, you're getting speaking engagements. You're getting invited to come and speak at this conference or that conference. And now you get to sell your other courses and information at the back of the room. I mean, it literally is, the sky is the limit. But it all starts with the idea, and then helping to get that idea out into the universe. So, and into something tangible in a systemized way, to then just take it to where you want to take it. Like I said, and at minimum, again, Chance and I were talking before we came on, at this point, minimally, it's 6 figures. If you live in the United States, anyway, that's the only place I can talk from. If you're living in the United States, at minimum, you need to make 6 figures. Because first of all, and if nothing else, I just saw the tax plan, and the peak is once you are at 6 figures is when you start benefiting. If you're not at 6 figures, your tax is going up. I'm just letting y'all know that. Your taxes are going to go up, but if you have a 6-figure income, then you're on the gravy train of the spectrum, because that's just kind of how our system works. The more money you make, the more breaks you get. That's just how it works. And so, but more importantly, you definitely then get to have more time freedom and be able to do the things that you really want to do, that you've been just really passionate about. From nonprofits to, organizations and causes. And that's what Chance is constantly talking about, so that you can have the opportunity now to participate in whatever cause you want to participate in. And so you can stop sitting on the sideline fussing about why don't they do something about X, fill in the blank. Why is the school system this way? Why is the justice system this way? Why is this way, that this? You can now help do something about it if that is what you are called to do. Or you can just travel around the world and chill out, if that is what you're called to do. The thing is, and the best part about being human is that we have choices, but it is up to us to activate those choices. And one of the best ways to activate them is to set yourself free and to set yourself up so that you can either continue to work no matter where you are, or you can work long enough and hard enough that you can say, okay, I can sell this business. I can move on to the next thing, or I've got people for that. I've got assistants that can help run my business. Okay, I've got people all over the world that can help run my Shopify store. I can coach from anywhere. All I need is an internet connection. Okay, so just make sure you go to a country that's got good internet. Other than that, you're good to go. So so that's a part of what I got for you. So you definitely want to make sure that you connect with us and get known faster. If you want to speed up your progress, you want to speed up getting seen, then that is one of the ways to do it. So allow me to help you take advantage of that, of getting seen right now. Not now, but right now. So, Mr. Chance, I'm going to bring you back up in the camp.
Okay.
All right. There we go.
Wow, man. I hope you guys got all of that. This is amazing. And I love it because here we are utilizing technology. Here we are utilizing Facebook live streaming videos. And again, Curtis Brooks Media Production. If this is something that you're interested in, please get a hold of him, because you can start your own show like by next week, But nonetheless, yeah, Gail, that course is awesome. GetKnownFaster.com, GetKnownFaster.com. please go there if that is something that you can use, because it is actually something you need to use, really. GetKnownFaster.com. The good thing about this is, like we're saying, we believe in rapid movement. In this day and age, you can move as fast as technology. Well, somewhat, but you can still move as fast as technology in this case, because we are now in an age of accelerated learning, accelerated momentum in every aspect. So you can't stay behind and take a long time to implement, to strategize. For example, again, the longer you take to implement a weight loss tip is the longer it takes for you to lose weight. You know what I mean? The longer it is for you to implement a wealth building tip is the longer you will remain in debt, remain in all of these things. You got to take opportunities now and implement now. But fast, get known. So it's not only just get known. Some folks can get known. But do you want to take another year to get known, to get discovered, to get heard, to get seen? No. This is the time for you in business to get your name out there, to get your business out there. And again, the best ways to do that right now, the number one ways to do that we are talking about is a combination of using videos and having a published book or online course. This will give you credibility. Listen, even for me. So I've written my book. Gil talk about the some of the benefits, right? So I've written a book. My book has taken me to places, different places, open doors and opportunities, allow me to make serious money and contract with people. But also the good thing is it has gotten me booked. Like she's saying, I use the same strategies in her course. I was featured on John Lee Dumas's podcast. You guys know John Lee Dumas. John Lee Dumas is a big name in all of internet, right? All of internet mastery, internet business, podcasting, all these different categories on many levels, right? John Lee Dumas is, for example, on iTunes, right? His podcast, they have over 1 million plus active listeners. Why was I able to get on there? Because again, I have my book, but I also implemented one of the secrets that Gail talked about in how to get known fast is exactly taking advantage of all these different platforms and opportunities to get on other people's show. So I was able to book myself on that, but also Jeff Bogasic, I was on his show, Mindful Life podcast, Kimon Hines, Ideas to Life podcast. I have a friend of mine who lives here in Texas as well. I've been on her show like several times. But the only reason I got on there, even though we're friends, the only reason I got on there is because I have a book. So each time I went on there was actually when I released a book. Then also on the Leadership podcast with Blog Talk Radio, Dr. Elaine B. Graves. She is a lawyer, an attorney, right? But how was I able to get on her show? I got on her show also because of my book, because that gave me the reputation, the credibility, the expertise to begin to talk about anything that is on her show. So again, it's about leadership, but because my book, I can craft it into different topics to suit that audience, right? So we can do all of this for you. So we're winding down. Let me give a shout out. Let me check Facebook here real quick, Gail, see who else we got on there. Make sure you check on Periscope as well.
Yes, I am. I'm on Periscope now.
All right. Is there anyone else we can give a shout out to over there? I know Leslie, Leroy responded again on there. So I think he's confirming he was talking about me. So that's good.
Yes, he was talking about you.
Appreciate it, Leroy. Appreciate it, Leroy, my man, Leroy. Hey, Leroy, man, send us a message, brother. I'd like to connect with you. I just noticed your Facebook picture profile there. You look like a cool dude. So let's connect. Let's connect. And you can go to my personal page, RL Chance, and send a friend request there. But we love to chat with you, man. We like to connect with like-minded people who are movers and shakers.
Oh, so you will actually, you will totally love Leroy. I just thought about that.
You know Leroy?
Yes, very, very well.
Right,
and he's here in the Baltimore area. He's also in Faith Ministry, as well as he's a book publisher.
All right.
You know what, Leroy, I am so sorry. I should have introduced you to Chance a long time ago. Oh my God, yes. So yes, that is Leroy is my buddy, and
all right.
Yeah, he's definitely someone that you need to connect with.
Well, awesome. Well, Leroy, let's connect, man. That's good. We have a few things in common there. Barb is on. We also want to say what's up again to Leslie, Tina. Good stuff. We appreciate you guys. Michael, Alex, Kian Mas here. We have DeAndrea. Okay, good stuff. Well, we appreciate all of you guys. Thank you guys for watching our show and being here, hanging out with us for an hour already. So we're going to be here. Like I said, this is Cyber Monday, and we are just sharing with you how you can take your skills, your gifts, your talents, experiences, and be able to monetize it. What I want to do at this time now is also, again, by the way, we've mentioned two great resources right now to help you out. Number one is Monetize Your Skills Academy. If you go to monetizeyourskills.com, right there, if you look down here, we have a link right here. You click it right there. Bam. Like you do that, click it right there. And if you click on that, what's going to happen is you're going to go and you're going to be able to get into, this is our flagship course, meaning that this is the course that will actually lay a foundation for a six-figure business that you can scale into 7. Because we will take you through, I take you through a framework, a 7-step framework to go, even if you have no idea. Let's just say right now, again, you know, you are in the middle-age crisis situation, you have degrees, you have education, you might be in mid-management position, you know, but you still, you know, you need some, either a side hustle or a business, either one. Okay, so there goes a screenshot, right? So on the screen right there, by the way, that's my strategy. So you see how we work right there? That's the kind of way we think in strategies and concepts. So right there on the screen is the 7 steps, right? So 2 phases. The books are on 2 sides because we put those at the phases. On the left-hand side, my left, your right, the first phase, the foundational phase that I walk you through, you know, we discover, we define, we design, and we deliver. That right there is the makings of a 6-figure business. But if you want to scale to 7, the next side, which we call phase 2, that's the ascension phase, is where now I help you to diagnose, distinguish, and deploy, right? So that's the strategy right there. We take you through it like right there. That's it right there. So you're not going to get 15,000 videos to watch and then your brain is like, oh, in overdrive, I can't consume it all. Like, we believe in simplicity without being simplistic. There's a difference because we want to take you to the shortest path to success possible. But the great thing, like we said, what makes our stuff different is that you get the opportunity to work directly with us, either done for you or done with you. So here's another opportunity I'd like to share on this hour now. On this hour, I have something else. So again, first of all, go to monetizeyourskills.com, right? That's, again, our flagship course that teaches you how to leverage your unique education, expertise, and experiences. It teaches you all the ways you can use to monetize your skills and how to set up the system. Once you have that foundation in place, you're going to need something like Gail's course, right? So Gail now will be able to help you through getknownfaster.com, Get Known Faster. Gail's course, again, goes in line with that. And by the way, this is the best gifts that you can get. You get it for even your children. Like if you got youngsters, teenagers, I mean, they will need this stuff because they can utilize this. This is another thing. Parents, sometimes, you know, that's not for me. I can't do the internet stuff. But hey, it's a trend. It's an opportunity. And your children need to start early. Put them in this. Get it for your children. Give them this gift. Don't give them no more toys and video games, wasting time at home. And, you know, get them this stuff. And I'm serious. I have nothing against video games, but my thing is you're wasting your money because all they do is sit down home and they play video games, and they're not making no money. Give them something to make money that they can buy their own video games. How about that? Instead of you buying them video games, buying them sneakers, get them monetize your skills and get known fast. And trust me, they're not going to come to you to ask you for money in the next couple of months because they will have their own system of making money. And who knows? They might just be able to help you to pay some of those bills. All right. So monetizeyourskills.com and getknownfaster.com. Now, here's the other thing. Let me take a sip of water on that. By the way, check there, Gail, if anybody has questions.
Okay. I am on it.
Now, here's the thing, what I want to do for you now. I worked in the military. I spent, right out of high school, I went to the military because, one, I couldn't afford no college, right? Just let it be known. I couldn't afford college or the way they explained it to me because, like I said, I came to this country when I was 17-ish, right? So I've been here about 20 years now. So the thing is, when I joined the military, I learned so many things about life. And I think that is what makes me who I am today. The military taught me some simple principles and strategies. One is this. Here's one of the things I learned. My supervisors used to always say, if you're doing it hard, you're probably doing it wrong. Mm-hmm. Let me say that again. If you're doing it hard, you're probably doing it wrong. And this also applies to money. People say, you got to work hard for money. Yes, I believe that we should work hard, but not for money. If you're working hard for money, you're probably doing it wrong. You think about it, because all of us are working hard, man, and it ain't getting no better. Right? In my book, I even quoted from the Atlantic Journal. Just last year, the Atlantic Journal ran an article that was a research done by the government that says the average man, and this one shook me up. It says the average middle class, not the poor, but the average middle class does not even have $400 saved for an emergency. You go online to the Atlantic magazine and you go and check out that report. But that was the title. It says the average American cannot afford $400 for an emergency. And you know why they said that too? Even the author, the one who wrote the article said, I too am in that boat. I too am in that boat. And I've been there as well. I've been there. I know what it is. We all are living paycheck to paycheck, but because of we may have a little job, we don't feel the brunt, right? But the thing is, every last one of us is one paycheck away from homelessness, one paycheck away from disaster, and it's the reality. And so it's nothing. It's not a derogatory thing, but it is scary, man. It is scary. So I feel you. That's why most people don't want to leave the job, because it's like I'm already living paycheck to paycheck, and if I launch something on my own, I'm gonna fail and I'm gonna fall. But listen, what about you? Huh? What about you? What about your dream? So you got to do something about that. You got to take action now, not tomorrow. So if you're doing it hard, let me tell you, doing it the way you've been doing it right now is hard. It is hard. So why not find a different way, a different strategy? We have the things for you. You can start off with the monetizeyourskills.com, getknownfaster.com. That right there will begin your liberation. The great theologian Bob Marley once says, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. I'm telling you, today, ain't nobody setting you free from financial slavery. You got to set yourself free from financial slavery. It's only you, right? Because guess what? In this form of slavery, we put ourselves in slavery. So guess what? Ain't nobody delivering you. But guess what? I believe the Monetize You show, we are the new Moses. We are here to deliver you. We are here to deliver the children of Israel from the house of financial slavery. And so today, I'm asking you, I'm serious. No, Gail, you laughing, and I'm serious. We are here to deliver you to the promised land of financial freedom. And all it takes is 7 steps. Listen, the children of Israel had to go through that desert for 40 long years. And you know what? Many of us are on the plantation of our jobs for 40 years and we're waiting for a watch. But guess what? Those days are gone now. They don't give you more 40 years, man. They said, listen, we downsizing, we outsourcing. You got to go, buddy. You got to go. And like I said, if you starting over in your later years, they might say, oh, we don't discriminate against the elderly. But when you show up for that interview, they can tell how old you are. All right. So they might not tell you nothing about the age on the interview, but when they look at you, they say, hold on, we got this young cat that came in there. He looked like he's 31 and he's applying for this job in technology. And this other guy over here, 55, they're going to be like, no, they're going to hire this young guy. That's the world we live in. That's called the reality. And I'm not here to fight that war. I'm here to deliver my people. So I'm here to deliver you. That's why I put all my time and energy. Listen, I spent over $12,000 to get a master's degree, right? So I can put this information here. But let me tell you, even before this course was fully completed, I had already made my money back. How is that possible? Because I found the system, the strategy that will now set me free from the house of bondage. So because I've been there, I've been into Egypt with you. I've been into Egypt with you. But I went to the promised land and I got to see what it's like on the other side. And so now, instead of just holding it to myself, because that's what I've been doing for the last year, I'm like, shoot, I find this stuff is working for me. But then somebody tapped me on the shoulder like, brother, that's not the way. You got out of slavery, man. Now I need to use you like Moses. I need you to go back and I need you to set my children free. So are you a man or a woman out there in going through the middle-age crisis? I'm 38 years old, so I'm almost hitting the 40. But that's what I'm saying. I already found the way. I found the system, and it's right here. Monetize your skills. So Gail and I and the Monetize You Show, think of us as the symbolic Moses, right? That's what the Monetize You Show is about. We are Moses and we are on a mission to help you. And we got Joshua behind the scene there, right? Curtis is the Joshua, right? Because we gotta hold up the prophet's hand. So Curtis is holding up our hands, and you can't see him, but that's what Joshua is doing for Moses. That's another principle, by the way. So here's the thing: if you are in the house of financial bondage and slavery, and the yoke is around your neck, like you live in paycheck to paycheck, you want to take vacation, you can't even take them. Like you work in 2 or 3 jobs, and you still not making ends meet. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're stressed out, you are depressed. Not only that, but like I said, the number one cause of all divorces in the United States, even among people of faith, is financial pressures. Finances, man, it's killing us. So if we are the Moses and you are in bondage, why not cross the Red Sea with us? We have the strategy to walk through the Red Sea. And let me tell you, we're not going to spend 40 years in the wilderness because we don't need to, right? So we are delivering you from the house of bondage. But guess what? All it's going to take for you, if you want to work with us, it will take you, though, not 40 years, but we're going to take 100 days, and you can walk through the wilderness and the promised land with us so that we can deliver you from the house of bondage. How are we going to do that? Well, Moses led the people. You see, the people didn't even realize that they were in bondage, many of them. So many of us don't even know that the system that we're under is actual bondage. And that's why you're wondering, you beating up yourself, you've been angry at your kids, angry at your spouse and all this kind of stuff, but you don't realize it's the yoke that's on your neck. We call it financial slavery. That's the thing that's creating all these problems for you. You wonder why you're always sick, why you got headaches and all of that stuff. It's financial bondage, it's depression, it's discouragement, but it's all money related. The number one prayer I hear week after week is financial issues. By the way, do you know that word mortgage comes from a French word? Morgue means morgue, right? Which is M-O-R-T, to die or death, and gauge is a grip. So your mortgage even is a death grip, man. That's what I'm telling us. Like, we are in bondage. Our mortgage is a death grip, and it's holding us by the neck, squeezing us, and we begging, please let me go, please let me go. Hey, Moses led the people. All the people had to do was follow Moses. Moses was their coach. Moses was their leader. He led them through this situation, and then Joshua now helped them enter that promised land. So this is what I'm saying. In the next 100 days, we want to be Moses to you to help lead you to that land of freedom, financial freedom, by giving you the steps. So one, you can do it on your own if you want to. That starts off. Take the course, monetizeyourskills.com, getknownfaster.com. Take that. If you want to do it on your own, that's cool. For those of you who want the personal touch, I'm here for the next 100 days to coach you personally. Coaching you personally. All right. How are we going to coach you? We're going to be able to, we have something called the Implementation Elite Group. Implementation strategists, I'm here. I'm going to help you to implement and take the action. Hold you by the hand. Remember, I was in the military, so that's what I'm saying. I know that stuff. When they say, hey, Chance, if you're doing it wrong, you do. If you're doing it hard, you're doing it wrong, right? And so another thing that my supervisor used to say, he says, Chance, this is how he used to rebuke us in a loving way, right? He would. This is strategic leadership. He would tell us, and again, it goes into the same thing about, if you're doing it hard, it's wrong. It's similar. He would say this, right? Well, of course, all of you guys already know the KISS one, keep it, simple and stuff like that. But no, what he used to say is this. He used to say, Chance, and, the rest of the team, how is it that we can send a man to the moon and we can't get XYZ done?
That's right.
You think about that, right? How is it that we can send a man to the moon and we can't figure out how to get debt free? How is it that we can put a man on the moon and we can't figure out how to make an extra $100, extra $1,000 to take care of our stuff? You think about that. How is it that we are in the most prosperous nation on the entire planet and most of its citizens are in financial bondage? How is it possible? that we can say we are educated and we cannot generate income to save our life. That is the biggest form of slavery and deception that has taken place upon our people. 1% of this country has all the entire wealth of the entire country. 1%. Why is that? Because they have a system and they have a process. Why is Jeff Bezos making money from all of us, which is a good thing? I love Amazon too. But the whole point is Jeff Bezos has a system and a process. How is it that Uber can not own one single car, but yet they're still being able to do all of this, right? How is it that we can use, other stuff like, what's the hotel thing called? Airbnb. Airbnb ain't own nobody's house, but yet Airbnb is they having millions of dollars. Why? They have a system and a process, and they're using their brains, they're using their minds, their education, their expertise, and their experiences. That's why they're not working hard. You and I are working hard. They don't own one house. They don't own those houses, but they set up a system and a process that allows other people to profit, and they themselves profit in the process.
That's right.
Did they have to work hard for that? No. Does Uber have to go and organize everybody's car for them? No, they just say, you already got a car. Let's just put it to use. Right? That, my friend, is what we can do for you. I tell you, I went through the same thing. I paid $12,000 to be coached. I mean, I'm telling you this. I paid $12,000 to even be coached on learning stuff that I already took another course to learn already. Imagine that, right? So I'm the dodo, but no more. I am helping you to overcome that. I am now the Moses. I'm the new Moses to help people find economic freedom through skills monetization, your own skills. And you know why we do it this way? Because we believe that every one of us have been given gifts and talents. And I want to help you cultivate that which has been given to you. It's not for me to give you my gift and my talents, tell you do my thing. I don't want you to do my thing. Only me can do my thing. So when you do that, you're in the competition with no one. Why? Because I don't have your skills. I don't have your experience, right? So you don't need to compete with me. I don't need to compete with you. Why? Because you are not doing what I'm trying to do, but we all are trying to have economic freedom. Now, that's what we have in similar. And we can all use a similar system and a strategy to be able to accomplish our goals. But you might be in weight loss. Another person might want to be doing videos. Another person might talk about relationships, whatever it may be. That's the thing that makes us different. But we can all leverage the online platform through email marketing, advertising, videos, and so forth. So how are we going to coach you, right? Remember, we call this the implementation inner circle group, right? And you got to think hard about being on this one. If you're a person who nobody can talk to you, well, that's fine. Take the course and just be cool, because I'm going to talk to you. So if you are the know-it-all kind of person and you don't like to take action, that's all right. This is not for you. We appreciate that. That's cool. We're still friends, though. That's cool. Because what I'm saying is our goal here is to help you get results. That's all we're concerned about. I'm not so much concerned about your feelings and your emotion. I'm here to get you the results that you've been longing for. You saying I need to get a business. You saying I need to write a book. You saying I need to get this course out. You saying that you need to make 6 figures, or you need to make an extra $10,000 a month. That's what you're saying. We're saying we're going to help you get there. See? So, when LeBron and others want to be good, better players and so forth, they got to trust their coaches. They can't come to the coach and say, well, coach, I want to get better, but no, whatever. You want to improve your game, you got to follow the strategy. You follow the strategy, and then when you learn it and when you got some results, you're going to make it better and teach somebody else. But for right now, we want to hold you by the hands for 100 days, all right? Just 100 days. I did this several times now this year because this is the new way I've been practicing and learning this new way of teaching people. Because first of all, like I said, I did like what everybody did. I did what all the gurus did. I just create the course, create the information, and give it there. Now, if you do follow the system, you get the results. But the whole point is, I started to say, no, I don't want just people to be frustrated because the thing works. And the reason why I'm now doing it this way is because I too know this. My stuff works. And so I want you to get results. You're not going to tell me my stuff don't work. You know what I mean? I want you to realize that if it doesn't work, it's because you didn't work it. Because I'm going to be in there, have skin in the game. So I'm taking my own time and I'm going to coach you. So we have an implementation strategy thing for you. And so that is just for those who want to commit to a monthly membership program. Now, we're only going to give you a test. Now, for those who join the School of Business and Entrepreneurship, they will have that as an ongoing stuff for an entire year. But as of today, though, we just want to give you 3 months because we're going to do 100 days, right? 100 days. When you get into the monetized skills, we will give you an upgrade program where you can pay a little extra and be able to get this type of coaching. All right. Personally, I am making myself accountable. We're live here on Facebook. People can go back and watch this on YouTube. So we're going to be true to our words. The whole point is, though, we are committed to coach you by the hand. Okay. So Gail program as well. If you get into that, we will have an upgrade for those. But that's why we're doing it this way, because it's not for everyone. And we understand that. We understand that. When you get into the course, and here's what we're going to do. Whatever you paid to get into the course, either one of these courses, whatever you paid, that will be applied to your coaching as well. So in other words, once we announce, because we're only going to deal with those who are committed, right? We're only going to deal with those who are committed. But the way we test your commitment is by you getting into the course. That lets me know you're serious, because this is not free. I'm going to tell you from the get-go, it's not going to be free. It's not free. Free, people don't do anything with free. Like I said, I paid $12,000 to be coached on stuff. I paid thousands over the last 3 years. I paid over $25,000 for information and coaching. Why? Because I'm committed to my own success, to my own liberation. So I want to emancipate myself from mental slavery and emotional slavery and financial slavery. That's what you got to do as well. Get into monetizeyoursskills.com right now. Then we will send you a message. We will be on the phone first to make sure it's a fit. That's how we qualify. It's not just get in. We want to work with top-notch people who are going somewhere. Because also we want it to be fair for you. If it's not something, let's just say, for example, you don't have the foundation in there. We're not going to say, well, let's do this. We're going to say, no, take this part first, get this out of the way, because you're going to be able to scale faster. So we want to be able to do this for you. So again, this is Premier Coaching. It is called the Implementation Inner Circle. This is just for a group of people who are committed to going to the next level by us helping them, coaching them for 100 days. All right. So that way they can get in. Now, for those who want the year-long stuff, the requirement for that, the entry requirement for us to know that you're serious is by becoming a member of our School of Business and Entrepreneurship, which is at themonetizeyourshow.com/Zenler, right? monetizeyourshow.zenler.com. By the way, put that in there, Gail. All right, let's put it on there. Yeah, I think I put it in there before. Okay,
yeah,
I put it.
Yeah, because you messed that up.
So this is it. Let me give it to you one more time here. We don't have it up on screen, but here's what I'm going to do. Let's put it up on there. themonetizeyourshow.zenler.com. Yeah. Are we there? So Dollar Prices said $25,000. I need to become committed. That's right, Dollar. You know me, Dollar. By the way, I work with Dollar and the NAPS groups way back in the day. Well, not way back. I'm not that old, but that's the nonprofit group that I worked with for 7 years in Huntsville, Alabama. But even while I was there, Dollar, that's the kind of stuff I was doing on the side, girl, trying to pay them bills, only the courses and seminars on the side. So anyhow, it's themonetizeyourshow.com, Gail, if you can put it in Facebook here, themonetizeyourshow.com, themonetizeyourshow.zenler.com.
I know, just stop. Let me do it.
All right, so there you go. So that's the yearly plan. The yearly plan is for us to coach you every single month. And right now we're running a special just for the next few hours, right? Because it's Cyber Monday after all. So that's what we're doing, right? Cyber Monday. So what we want you to do is go in there. And if you get any of the programs that are already there, that automatically enters you into being qualified. And so you can pay the monthly membership. And so that way you will be part of the inner group. What does that give you access to? Where you get first dibs on every course that we create. You get to access anything via email. And when we do webinars, you get to be on there. You get to access anything that has to do with monetizing your skills online. Videos, email marketing, affiliate marketing, book publishing, course production, and also just marketing via like Facebook and stuff like that. How do we use that? We have teams. Remember, We have access to all the great minds. Think about it. That's why we created this show. We don't want to just go out there and figure it out. We bring all of the talents right here. And that's where we access all of the knowledge so that way we can get it out to you quickly. So this is the fastest way to success. It's getting a coach, getting someone to lead you there, finding that Moses, that Aaron, that person who can help you to make it through. And so I can't say anything else beyond that. This is what I believe to be the best thing. It is what has helped me. It's what's helping me right now. Is what helping me to help others. I don't have it all. I don't know it all. But what I do know, I share it with you. And let me tell you, those things that I paid a whole lot of money to be part of, that's how I have access. You want to know how all of my books are able to become bestsellers? That's because I have a program and an access. You see, I paid for the access, and so that's why it guarantees. It doesn't matter. Any book that I publish will become a bestseller because of the system and strategy. Now I don't got to work as hard. Hard doesn't mean better. We want to work hard by putting in the equity, but we don't want to work hard as in a complex system. We need simplicity. So A plus B equals C. Let's keep it like that. That's the kind of way we want. So it's basically, that's what it is. Whatever the outcome you're looking for, you just figure out what is the input or the process or system that I need to put in. One day I'll train you on that. But for those who join the membership, you will also get training on these type of things: personal development, personal and professional coaching, how to overcome these negative mental barriers that are holding you back. Many of you right now, for example, you see that this is right for you. You know that this is right for you. Like, you're tired of trying all these different things. I'm telling you, I've got success. I got the reality. You've seen all my books, even here, right? Some of these things we've shared with you, I've shown you these different people. If you go on Strategic Secrets, my YouTube page, you will see people that we've helped to be able to publish and produce their own things and who are actually implementing some of these things. We got a friend who implemented some of our strategies as well. In 8 weeks, he was able to make $25,000, monetizes his own skill, not somebody else's, but his own skills. Why? Because he took action. So there it is right there, right? You can go over to strategicsecrets.com and we have, for example, the Cyber Monday special stuff there. If you go on there, you will find that the Implementation Inner Circle Club. If you join that, my friends, it's going to be all good. No more stressing, no more worrying, no more racking your brains, getting frustrated. All of that is out of your window. And all you got to do now is walk through the promised land with us. That's all you got to do. Just follow Moses, and Moses will lead you there, because Moses been there. Moses got others who are already there waiting to help you. That's what we do know. People are there willing to help you, and we are the channel through which that can happen for you. So that's all I got today, Gail. You can bring on some other things there and let us know. But by the way, go take action now. Strategicsecrets.com, monetizeyourskills.com, getknownfaster.com. Any one of those programs there will set you free in the coming weeks and months. All right?
All right. So this is what I know. That is like, I mean, no, so you can't get any better than that. You really can't.
That's it. And don't let it be like this, though, because that's one of the things. That's what I'm saying. Let me go back here and see who's watching. Check this out. This is one of the problems that I have. Listen, seeing is not always believing. Some folks say seeing is believing. No, seeing is not always believing. But believing is demonstrated by your action. That's why implementation will trump just knowing anytime. Many of us know so many things, all right? But we're not doing it. We know we should lose weight, but we don't lose the weight. We know we should become debt-free, but we're not debt-free. We know so many things. It's not the doers who find the blessing. It's not the knowers that find the blessing. It's the doers. The doers who know and implement. That's the key. You got to implement, man. You got to implement. But we want to help you through that. So don't let us be a situation where the prophet has no honor in their own home country. You know, the good master teacher back in the day, he went to his own place, right? He was healing and doing all this stuff, man, blessing people left, right, and center. People being healed, man, from strangers, foreigners are being healed. And then when he come to his own people, guess what happened? He said, I couldn't do much miracles with them because they don't want to follow the prophet. Here's the thing. We're not a prophet, but guess what? We are deliverers. And I'm telling you, we've helped others become delivered. So Don't let the deliverer appear in your hand and then you start going and praying. Oh, help me to be praying. You're talking to the universe. The universe set me free, set me free. Hey, the universe sent deliverer right here. Right? Look no further. This is your deliverer. That's the thing. Some people want the deliverer to be looking a certain way, clothed a certain way. Listen, we come clothed with results. We come clothed with our action. We have the programs. We've been there. We've done that. We messed up for you so you won't have to be messed up. Many of the gurus wouldn't tell you that. See, they tell you all just do this, do that, and then people end up being frustrated because they don't tell you the truth. The truth of the matter is you need help. And the truth of the matter is sometimes they just dash all of this information that you can just find other places and you got to sift through it. No, that's not the way we do it at all. We do it different and we don't want you to repeat that. So I'm just saying, figuratively speaking, follow the deliverer and don't let us have come to your city and your town and your home this afternoon with a message of healing and deliverance and miracles. Miracles await you. You praying for miracles. Miracles don't just fall out the sky. I'm going to tell you, miracles happen with deliberate action. If you pray for a miracle, somebody or some information is going to come your way to actually answer that request. And that's how it normally works. So I'm here to tell you, whoever or whatever you've been praying to for financial deliverance, they sent us. They sent us. So this is it.
Oh,
answer to your prayer. All right? Pray no more. Your deliverer is here.
Oh man, I'm telling you, man. So we're gonna pass the collection plate because we have we're in the church up in here. But I told you, he's able to take something really large and bring it down to the ridiculous so that anybody can understand that. Because even me, I can understand that. Okay. That makes total sense to me. Okay.
There we go.
Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. So that was really good. And we need to be winding down. I wanted to say a couple things. Okay. Couple things. One, so as Chance laid it all out, honestly, there's nothing else I'm going to say about that. Y'all know what you need to do. Okay. Now, I want to talk a little bit about our show in general, because this is the other benefit of being a part of our community. As you see, we have a show, we have a platform that we can allow you to come on and let us promote you and be a part of our community and the experts that we're bringing into our community. And so, but you got to be a part of our community first before you're able to do that. So one of the benefits is that we get to promote you. So over the past, we launched in middle of June, and up to this point, we've done 20 episodes. And this past weekend, we've had a couple of people come on that is a part of our community. We've interviewed them, and they are, they've been on our show. And so they have specials that they are offering to you. So I wanted to, and probably one of the easiest things to do is going to be, we'll put the links in the on our page, so that you'll have it. But as I mentioned, Winnie Anderson she's a best-selling author. She is she has been a host of 3 successful podcasts. It was Let's Talk Tech. She is now currently hosting The Courageous Entrepreneur. You need to go on iTunes and download that. She brings on the best people. And so one of the things that she recognized too is that she gets questions about how do you become a podcaster? How do you do this? What do I need to do? How do I determine what to do? So right now, one of the things that she did was she came on for our Black Friday special, and she offered for people who want to learn how to start their own podcast. If you're planning to do that in 2018, then in 2017, you need to take advantage of what she's offering. It is right now, the offer is just only $47. Okay, only $47. That is the price that she has. That I'm looking at that she has put on this. It only lasts until she's only going to go through November 30th, and that's the link right there that you can click on to take advantage to see all that she's got going on. But as I mentioned, she's only going to offer that until the 30th, because after that, it goes up $100, I believe she said, and then it's going to keep going up after that. It's a whole, once again, it's a course of what she knows, how she became, when she launched her podcast, she was able to get on New and Noteworthy. She stayed on there for several weeks in all of iTunes. And so she shows you how to set things up, what you need to do, how you need to look for it, all of that. So I wanted to mention that. The other one is Mr. Ken Course. He is a coach. His new community is called exploremomentum.com/Black-Friday. So I'm gonna have to probably see if I can highlight that and copy and paste and put that onto the page and into the chat. It's a year-long community of coaching and helping you get to where you want to go. You'll see all of that. But his name is Ken Course. It's called exploremomentum.com/Black-Friday. So that is being offered. The entire year is only $95. It's a premium community. The community consists of highly influential, highly successful entrepreneurs, and that they are there to lend their mind, their talent, their expertise for you to help you get to where you want to go as well. And so I don't know if we have the page or not for Lisa. I wanted to make sure that people knew we also had Lisa Robin Young. Not only did the girl sing for us and kicked it off with some great festivities, but she's on pre-release for her book as well. Like I said, I'm not sure if we have that up.
Yeah, the reviews are up though. Folks can go on the Monetize You show on Facebook. There goes the book right here. Actually, it's on screen right there, Gail.
Okay, awesome. So that's Miss Lisa Robin Young. So that's her. That's what she's offering. She's got it on pre-release right now. So you want to make sure to take advantage of that. She is so good because she's going to help you understand not only who you are and your personality type, especially if you are an artist and you're trying to use your creativity and putting it into the entrepreneur space. So she helps with that. And she helps you understand what your personality type is. We all have different dominant features of our personality, and we need to make sure that it's matching up with what we really say that we want to do. And so she helps you really tap into that. And so that was fun. That was a fun interview that we did. And and that will be on our replays as well, that we'll be able to give you access to. So I wanted to let you know that for those of you who want to be promoted, spotlighted, highlighted, all of that, then you need to be a part of our community, because that is what we do. And so when you tap into any of the resources that Chance talked about today, we will give you that opportunity. We'll make sure that, and it's one of the reasons why I created Getting On Faster, because I want to make sure that I'm interviewing really good guests. So I figured that one of the best ways to do that is let me go train them, and then I don't mind interviewing them, because I know that they have the best skills that they need in order to do a really great interview. So we want to have you on the show, and we can let you know what the criteria is, but one of them is to be a part of our community. And so when you tap into the monetizeyoushow.zenler.com. You'll be able to, when you purchase any of those, you're automatically a part of our community and what we're doing, and then we can take it from there. Now, I do want to make sure that as we've been talking, let me tell you what is amazing about doing the show. So you see me and you see you see Chance. What you don't see is conversation that's going on in our ear behind the curtain. Okay, so we have voices in our ear that's helping to give direction, to help us produce this show, to make it go the way it should go. And so, and that person, we call him the wizard behind the curtain there, is Mr. Curtis Brooks from Curtis Media Productions. I mentioned him earlier, that he not only produces our show, he also produces Dr. Tachi Egwu's show, Media Scope, which is seen every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. All things pop culture and media. You gotta be on it. It's a party, y'all. It is a party. Okay. We have also interviewed her. She's a part of our community. And so she's been on our show, and it's a total blast. And Curtis does a great job of producing her show. And so I didn't know what I don't know, and Chance, you can let me know how if we're able to do this. Actually, I should say, Curtis, you can let me know if we're able to do this. But I wanted to be able to bring him from behind the screen, at least in front of the screen, because he can share a little bit about one of the products that he has discovered and has been using, that he's able to let people know how they can use a very simple, easy product to start streaming, to create their video live stream. Say it again. Oh, okay. So he's going to put the link in the screen. See, he's talking to y'all. Can't hear him. He's talking to you.
Get a future demo. Okay.
So, so he'll be able to demo it in the future. But I wanted you to at least be able to meet him, because for us it sounds like just a voice, but I wanted you to be able to meet him so that you can see that he's real. And okay, all right. So we're gonna make sure that we spotlight him on his own. Maybe we'll bring him on Tuesday on our tomorrow on our regular show, because you guys need to know who he is, because he can help with all of those tech things that you are afraid of. He can tap into that. He can help you smooth all of that out, so you're not so afraid to getting onto camera. And even if you don't want to physically be on camera and you just need your voice to be heard while you are demonstrating and training and so forth, he can help you with that. He can help you understand it. He can provide you with the right tools for you to use. And then, as we said, then when you are ready, when we've gotten your book done and we've gotten you out there, and now you're ready to launch your own show that he produces, you are good to go. So you know what's going on. So I wanted to mention that to you. As he said, can you throw that link up one more again? And so yeah, there we go. So Ecamm Live is one of the tools that he uses to stream video, and is really simple, really easy to do. And like I said, he's going to do a demo, and he's got it all together. He's got a course that he's also put together to help walk you through all of that. So Chance has said it over and over and over again for the time that we've been on. We have you covered. I don't care whatever it is you want to know or want to know how to do, or that you have a challenge with. We've got you covered, some way, shape, or form. The best part about a community, and again, Chance said this already, is that it's not really about us knowing everything. And it's not about you knowing everything. The thing is, who do you know that does have the expertise or the knowledge necessary to help you get what you want? So one of the things I've learned a long time ago is that say yes. Start saying yes to life. Even if you don't know how it's going to work, just say yes, and things will begin to happen. It will unfold. And so, like I said, Chance was the absolute champ on breaking it down so that you can understand it in the terms of Moses. So I am not going to even begin to touch that. So you understand it. You understand exactly what he was talking about being delivered from your financial bondage. And so with that, Mr. Chance, because I heard what Curtis was saying, and I just need you to, I guess, kind of help give me some more guidance if we continue to go, or what? Because we were planning to. Let me tell you, we initially had said that we were going to close out after 2 hours, but things have been getting kind of good, so we want to be here as long as you need us to be. So.
Not unless they interacted, man, or have questions. Right now, it's time for action. We're gonna take the rest of it behind the stuff once you take action. But no, we love you because tomorrow tomorrow we're gonna be on at our regular time, 2 p.m. Okay, so that's when you expect
2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m.
Eastern. That's right, 2 p.m. Central, where I am. Okay, yes, yeah. Eastern as well. 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central. But we're going to be on tomorrow. That's our regular week, back to our regular weekly programming. I just want to say thank you. You guys have joined us all weekend long, beginning Black Friday. We were on yesterday too, right? Yep, we were on yesterday. Yeah. We're on today. I mean, that's a marathon. We need some rest. So what we need to do is we're going to prepare tomorrow. Come again? Yeah, it's feel like we've been on for 2 weeks. Yes, 2 weeks straight. It's like,
yeah.
So anyhow, but that's all right. We do it for you. We just really want you guys to be empowered. That's really what it's all about. Again, it's all from the heart. And I want you, by the way, again, when you invest in our program, this is another thing that sets us apart from other platforms and programs, is that we have passion causes, right? So we for this weekend, for example, we were donating proceeds from our stuff to help with Puerto Rico. Again, for other programs I have, when people invest in those, I'm going back to Ghana in January, right? The last 2 weeks of January, I'll be in Ghana. So the majority actually of my proceeds goes towards those type of projects. So that's where you are also extending now your support. We call that, one of my friends used to say back in the day, the trifecta effect.
Yes.
The trifecta effect, meaning that you are blessed for doing it, the other person is blessed for receiving it, and then those where it extends are all blessed. So for example, when you invest in one of my programs or one of our programs, we get blessed because you did something for us, but you get the information, so you are more blessed because it is more blessed to give than receive. So you actually get the bigger blessings, because when you take action, you're going to reap the results, the big harvest. But also, because of that, now we also take some of our proceeds, and for example, we help the people in Puerto Rico, so they get blessed. So that's what we call the trifecta effect. So this is the good thing about us. So this means that your dollars that you invest in us goes a long way to create a ripple effect, and indirectly that means you are making a lasting impact and a legacy on people's lives. So that's really what it is. Because again, my book, Monetize Your Skills, the subtitle is, again, we want you to make money using your skills so you can what? Make a lasting impact, fund your dreams, sustain your mission, message, or cause. Thank you. I appreciate you guys joining us today. But please, let's practice the art of implementation. Go again. Today is Cyber Monday. This deal is going away. Tomorrow we're done. What I want you to do is this. Go to monetizeyoursskills.com and you have access to our flagship course for 80% off. Man, 80%. Most people doing 25, 50%. 80% off, because we want to make sure that we are helping you to finish the year strong. Again, only those who invest in that program at that steep discounted price will actually have the opportunity for tier 2, where we personally coach you for 100 days. All right, which is just a minimal investment after that, actually. So please make sure you get in. strategicsecrets.com. If you want to join our inner circle, our implementation inner circle, you go there. Once you join, you will be able to be coached for an entire year. If we coach you for an entire year, you got to do something. You got to make something. Okay. If you never make your first, you see, that's what separated for me, right? I was able to make my first dollar, my first $10, $100, and so forth on my own. The way I made my first $1,000 and $10,000 online was, what made the difference was the coaching. What made the difference was actually following somebody's advice and not just on my own. So that's why I know that this is, if you want to ramp up and go fast, we can go, it's up to you. We go how fast you want to go. But our stuff here, we don't believe in dragging our feet because we ain't got time for that. We need to make sure that we go because, hey, time is flying. Look, we already at the end of the year. I mean, December is right now around the corner. So the thing is, why not go faster? Some of you can implement. If you implement right now, I'll even set your challenge. If some of you get my course, I believe that before the year is out, you can produce something, have a product or program, and be monetizing it. Like, that's just what it is. So that's it. Go to monetizeyourskills.com and be able to start this journey with us. We love you, and we see you tomorrow. Miguel, can you close out with our nice slogan? I like when you say that slogan.
All right. So we will see you. We will see you all tomorrow. And this is what I always say at the end of every show. If you can imagine it, you can monetize it. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.